Joy here with subrosatea.com. In today's video, I'm going to talk to you all about our glorious green tea and all of its health benefits. It's really good for your brain health and anxiety. It's great for your metabolism and even more than that. I want to say welcome to everyone. My name is Joy. I'm the owner of Sub Rosa Tea. We're a small company based in Northern Ohio and we'll ship anywhere in the United States. We are live now both on Facebook, TikTok, and our mobile shopping app. You are welcome to download that. All you need to do is go to your favorite app store, search for the word Sub Rosa Tea, which is 3 words with 2 spaces in the middle. Just search for Sub Rosa Tea, which is T-E-A, and you can download our mobile shopping app. It'll give you notifications and also let you know when things are back in stock. We have a really great button called Waitlist. When you find your favorite teas, all you have to do is click Waitlist and you'll get a notification when it's back. Right now, we just brought back our matcha. We have 3 flavors of matcha: raspberry, peach, and chocolate. And the regular unflavored traditional matcha is now back in stock. So you should have got a notification if you had that on waitlist. I'm also going to talk about our loose leaf tea, the differences between tea bag tea, loose leaf tea, and matcha. Hello, Miss Bernita. How are you today? Friends, I'm recording this at the end of June. Everything is in season, everything is nice and green tea is really on my mind. However, so is the weather. I have to tell you, there is something about when the sunshine goes away, how it really does affect my mood, and I think my anxiety gets a little bit worse. And I love that I can turn to green tea and all of its natural components, and it can help elevate my mood. So I'm going to dive in and talk to you about that. First, I'm going to steep myself up a pot of tea. I am going to use a measuring teaspoon to measure out a ½ teaspoon of matcha. I am working with our Kyoto teapot, which is made out of glass. And I picked that specifically because it's great for both matcha and loose leaf tea, and also so you can see exactly what I'm doing. So I put just a little bit of matcha into the teapot, and then I put boiling water over it. So what you didn't see off camera was my electric programmable kettle. I had got that up to boiling prior to starting the broadcast. There is something funny that goes on with electricity and the broadcast and all the things like that. So I had that done prior to it. And then I am using our bamboo whisk. We do sell this. We do sell all the matcha accessories that you might need. Let me actually put those right into the queue right now for those of you watching on the app. Hi, Miss Irene. Irene said that she's having the cherry slushy on ice. For those of you that can't see, like I said, we have customers watching on our mobile shopping app, and I know if you're on social media, you can't see their questions and comments, so I'm going to try to read those out loud so everyone knows what's going on. Like I said, I'm using the bamboo whisk, and I whisked in the matcha with some really hot water. Matcha, again, friends, is a powder. This is made with green tea leaves, but it's a powder. So the way matcha is made is they have stripped away the stems and the veins of the tea leaves and then taken just the meaty part of those leaves and ground it into a fine powder. So let me get the queue up just so everyone knows exactly what I'm talking about. Matcha. Like I said, we do sell flavored matcha and also unflavored. The traditional matcha is now back in stock. So matcha is a powder. So the powder, it's a powder just the way powdered sugar is a powder, which is very different. It acts differently just than like granular sugar or brown sugar, if you're familiar with that. So that's what matcha is, and the matcha actually dissolves into the green liquid. So then this Kyoto teapot comes with the infuser basket for loose leaf tea, so I'm going to put that in. And I'm actually going to put some loose leaf tea right into my pot. This is the Caribbean Calypso coconut tea. So it's green loose leaf tea. And I'm going to use a whole ½ ounce for my ½ ounce pot. This is one of my favorites. It is. It's one of my favorite teas. I'm actually going to now use cold water. That is going to stop the steeping of the matcha. It's gonna get murky. I know, it's super fun, right? Super fun. I love matcha. A funny thing, I'm only gonna steep this for like a minute or two. So I'm gonna talk about the health benefits of green tea, only steep this a minute or two. And I'll also, of course, engage my audience. Those of you who are watching live, feel free to leave a comment. I know that a lot of people are watching. I can see my numbers tick up, but I can't see who is watching until you comment. Anyway, friends, so the green tea is going to be steeping up. I'm going to steep it up cold because I'm going to drink it cold. It also stops the steeping of the matcha, which is great. I am in a Facebook group, and the commentator, the moderator of the group, had asked a question specifically of the group, trying to just get attention to the post, trying to get comments, people to engage in the post. And she said, comment below something that everyone claims they love, but nobody really likes it. You know, you think they're faking it. And I noticed of all the dozens of comments that were made, matcha was listed, and I had to laugh because I totally understand. I do. There are 9 different grades of matcha. We sell culinary grade, which means, one, yes, it tastes really good, but you can also consume it every day. There are lesser grades of matcha that don't taste so good, but they are used in different applications, such as you can put them in a rub, you can put them in healthcare, beauty aids, because they have so many antioxidants that it's really great for free radicals. It's great for your aging skin, but it's not something that you'd want to consume every day. But it's great for external use. You see what I'm saying? So all these different grades of matcha. And I also was thinking about all the different ways that you can prepare it. And if it's not prepared properly, I totally understand why you might not like it. And I think the same thing is about green tea. So many people are like, oh my gosh, I don't like green tea. It's so grassy. I understand. I wouldn't like it either if it wasn't grown properly, if it wasn't harvested properly, if it wasn't prepared properly. If someone gave me a green tea that was steeped in boiling water for 5 minutes, I would not like it. So I fully understand if you've been out and about and you've had some, or you know, someone's great auntie had a tea party and you had a sip and it wasn't for you. I understand, but stick with me. There's so many health benefits to green tea, and also you might like it. You really might. I'm in another group where we were talking about kale. We were talking about the health benefits of kale. Kale is gross, right? Who likes kale? I do, but I didn't for the longest time. I didn't for like 30 years. It was terrible because I didn't have it prepared properly. I didn't know how to prepare it properly. I didn't know what to do with it. Now that I do, I love it. And I'm so thankful because, again, it has so many health benefits. So anyway, okay. Ethan just said, is this pre-recorded? No, Mr. Ethan, if you are here, I am here. This is a live video. Do you not know that? Doesn't it say somewhere in TikTok world that it's a live video? But honestly, I don't know. I don't get a chance to watch too many live videos, and I certainly can't watch myself live, so I really don't know what the user experience is. Over on that, friends, I am typically live Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So this is my fabulous teapot of matcha and green tea. It wouldn't have changed the color if I hadn't used green, but I love green tea. So this is my beautiful pot of tea here, and it is ready for sipping. It is green and glorious. I think about those green vegetables that I just mentioned, like kale. You just think green, and you think absolutely fabulous with all those health benefits, and tea is no different. Those of you watching on the mobile shopping app, I am going to move things around in the queue so you know what I'm talking about, but I'm not going to do it too often. You can always use the shop all button. Those of you who are watching on TikTok or on social media, you can buy everything on our website at subrosatea.com. So we have a page called Green and White Tea. You can find all of the products I'm going to talk about today on that page. If you're watching on the app, we also have a tab called Green and White Tea, but we also have a search bar that you can type in anything that you are looking for, and it'll populate for you. right now we have teas that are on the green and white tab, but we also have teas that are green and white that are on the limited edition area. The limited edition teas are things that we typically have around 4 to 6 weeks. They're seasonal, they're themed, you understand. If you've got questions, don't hesitate to ask. Green tea really is touted as one of the healthiest beverages on the planet. If you didn't know, tea is said to be the #1 consumed beverage on the planet. Water is #2 because there are many places on the globe that they still need to boil water in order to consume it, and that's why tea is ranked #1 as the most consumed. It's absolutely loaded with antioxidants and many health benefits. Those antioxidants provide to us, like I said, improved brain health. It's known to be good for fat loss. It's known to protect against cancers and lowering the risk of heart disease. Tea is rich in polyphenols. It's kind of a funny word, but it sure is fun. Polyphenols you can't get in other ways that you can consume. So tea is your best source for them. Tea contains specifically a catechin called EGCG. This particular catechin, it's natural, it's an antioxidant, and it helps protect against cell damage. Like I said, you can actually use green tea in your skincare routine. You can put it into a brew bag and put it into your bathtub and have a soak. You might even see green tea in some of the oils or lotions that you use in your skin or your hair care products. We are constantly bombarded with damaging free radicals, and it's essential that we neutralize those effects. Like I said, when we're out and about, we've got the wind, we've got sun. I think a lot of people know that sunlight can be both restorative with vitamin D and also damaging to your skin, and those have effects that can really build up. So it's really important that we neutralize those effects, and you want to get as many antioxidants in our diets as we possibly can. Antioxidants like the catechins and flavonoids found in green tea leaves specifically help to protect the body from oxidative damage. And what I mean by that are wrinkles and age spots, even brittle hair. All of those things can be done by free radicals that cause damage on our appearance, but it also happens internally as well. So the properties in green tea can help you internally and also reduce many of the external signs of aging, like wrinkles and age spots. Green tea can help improve brain function. I know that really matters to me. As a self-employed person, I definitely want my brain to function to its highest potential all the time. Antioxidants that are found specifically in green tea can help boost the health of your brain and improve cognitive abilities. The catechins have been proven to protect the functioning of neurons, which can help you focus and stay alert. And I know what you're gonna say. You're like, oh, but doesn't it have caffeine? Isn't that where it's coming from? And honestly, it's one of those things that the caffeine is there that will help you focus and stay alert. But like I said, the catechins in green tea specifically, they are going to come together to cross that blood-brain barrier and help you stay alert and focus and the rest of your brain health. When green tea specifically is drunk constantly over a long period of time, consistently over a long period of time, the tea may also help reduce the risk of certain degenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. A key active ingredient in green tea is caffeine, and caffeine can improve various aspects of your brain function, including mood, vigilance, and reaction time, and memory. But caffeine isn't the only brain-boosting compound in green tea. It also contains an amino acid called L-theanine. You've probably heard me talk about that before. L-theanine is found in the tea plant specifically. Like I said, it's an amino acid, and it can cross the blood gut-brain barrier. L-theanine increases the activity of inhibitory neurotransmitter GABA, which has anti-anxiety effects. How great is that? If you're feeling a little bit low, think about steeping yourself up a cup of green tea. It also increases dopamine production in the alpha waves in your brain. Studies have shown that L-theanine and caffeine have a synergistic effect. That means that the combination of the two has particularly powerful effects on improving brain function. Now, specifically, I had started out with the matcha. The matcha is the powder. Now, here at Sub Rosa Tea, we do not sell tea bag teas, but tea bag teas are made out of the dust and fannings, which is the secondary byproduct from making loose leaf tea. So loose leaf tea is literally 10 times healthier for you than tea bag tea because we are using the whole tea leaf. Now, like I said in the beginning, matcha is not just the tea leaf. Here we have stripped away the stems and the veins and ground up the tea leaf into a powder. So you need a lot less matcha in your cup, and this is matcha is 15 times more antioxidants and healthier for you than the loose leaf tea. So you, my friends, have lots and lots of choices here at Sub Rosa Tea. Now, we do sell plain tea. I wanted to bring that forward. We do sell unflavored loose leaf tea, and it's called sencha. Now, sencha specifically that we sell is grown in Japan. Green tea is grown many places around the world, but remember when I was talking about you may have had a green tea and you really didn't care for it? Green tea, like I said, it depends where it's grown, it depends when it is harvested, it depends how it is processed after that, after it's harvested, how long ago, how old is it when you actually drink it, and of course how it is prepared for your taste buds and your enjoyment. Now, my personal philosophy is green tea, never boiling water. Steaming water is best. I happen to love steaming water right around now, 165 degrees. We sell an electric programmable kettle, which really helps me control the temperature of the water. I am also huge on setting a timer when it comes to green tea. I think we've all been to maybe a Chinese restaurant or a Japanese restaurant, and they brought out the hot water and they brought out the tea and they just set it down, right? There's no explanation. You're not being told, how long does the tea steep? When is it best? What do we do next? Sometimes we're not told that when we're out and we've had tea. Setting a timer is awesome. Now, here at Sub Rosa Tea, if you are new to tea, we do have our recommended brewing instructions right on the package. So this is a good gauge for you. Try it the way we recommend it. It's okay if you don't like it this way. You might want to adjust, but it's also nice that if you want to give our tea as a gift, the recipient will have an idea of what to do when they first start out with tea. How much tea to scoop out per 8-ounce cup, how hot to get your water, and of course how long to let it steep. Specifically, my taste buds like a minute and a half. I like a minute and a half for a lot of things. The black tea, the oolong, the green tea, that's my personal preference. Mates, yerba mate, and rooibos and chamomiles, I do steep longer, but I really like a minute and a half. That's not terribly long. When you think about maybe you're out and about and well, not out and about, but let's say you're mulling around your kitchen doing some chores, you can get a lot done in a minute and a half, but it really isn't all that long. So after that, your tea can get very bitter. If the water is hotter than that, it can get very grassy and grainy and bitter, and something that you'd be motivated to then add sugar, add honey, even milk to it. Not my preference. I want the tea to taste glorious. I want it to be nice and smooth. I want it to be comforting and refreshing and fabulous. This tea in particular, like I said, is the Caribbean Calypso coconut tea. So it should be sweet on its own because of the wonderful coconut that we've used. It's not going to be bitter or grassy. if you don't like to fuss with anything, go ahead and steep it up in cold water. That's another easy way for you to enjoy green tea simply. You don't have to set a timer. You don't have to get your water a certain temperature. Just throw cold water over those tea leaves. Just stick it in the fridge. It'll be great. It'll be fabulous and refreshing iced tea in no time, which is nice. And you can also use those leaves multiple times. So if you didn't see off camera, right, I took my infuser basket that has the tea leaves in. I took the infuser basket out of my teapot so the tea leaves would stop steeping. But when I'm done with this pot of tea, I can add the tea leaves back into the pot and put more water, whether it be hot water or cold water. Now this in particular also has matcha in it, so that's why it's looking like the Incredible Hulk. That's why it's all fabulous and murky. But again, all of those antioxidants, flavonoids, catechins, it is well worth it for sure. Hello, Miss Andrea. Thanks for joining us. Hi, Linda, over on Facebook. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate it. I'm also thinking about mood health a lot. Like I said, when the sun goes down, boy, I am moody. I prefer it to be nice and sunny, especially in the month of June. We have had quite the weather year here lately, right? So it's nice that for me, my scheduled tea time is right in the afternoon. I normally have so much to do in the morning. I get a little lull. I get a little lull in the afternoon where I really feel that tea time calling me, and I'm specifically going to be grabbing the green and the white tea. Now keep in mind, it's naturally very, very low in caffeine. 20 milligrams of caffeine per 8-ounce cup is extremely low, especially when you compare that to the 100 milligrams of coffee. If you are used to coffee to get you through the day, switching to green tea will not only be healthier, it will be lower in caffeine, which is actually a good thing because your alertness and focus will come from the catechins. It will come from the flavonoids, the antioxidants. That's not only going to help you in the short term with your alertness and your mental clarity, but it'll also help you with the free radicals and the oxidative damage that's going on from just the external stresses. So adding green tea is a really, really great choice. Now we sell a couple sizes of each. We sell different sizes of our matcha. We sell different sizes of loose leaf tea. So when you're talking about a cup of tea might cost you $0.25. Maybe it's going to cost a little bit more or a little bit less depending on how much you buy or what size. But once you know exactly what you like, 25 cents for a cup of tea really isn't that bad when you think about all of the fabulous health benefits you're getting from it. I see, again, lots of people watching, and I appreciate it, but I don't see any questions, and that's okay if you don't have any. Do you have a favorite? Are you green tea drinkers who are watching live? I'm kind of curious to know. Do you have a favorite? We sell green tea. I know I pulled all of these cards, and I was going to talk about all these flavors, but I might not. I'd rather address the audience if you have any questions. We have green tea that's floral with rose and jasmine. We have, like I said, plain green tea. We have tea with citrus, like lemon and orange. We have mint. We have a fabulous green tea we call mint mojito. It's mint and lime, which is just like a mojito. It's really fun. We also have some fruity green teas. Our tropical green is pineapple and papaya. Our watermelon lime is perfect for summertime. I'm talking about the summer ones mostly because I'm talking about, green teas, and I'm recording this in June. But green tea is good all year. We even have some good autumnal and winter type flavors like our maple walnut, which does have both, of course, maple brittle and walnuts and almonds. It's nice and naturally sweet, but it's just nice and smooth. And all green teas are really good, both hot and cold. Oh, Mo is here. Hi, Mo. Thanks for joining us. Started cold brewing the green tea every night for a quick and busy morning. That is fabulous. That is so good to hear. Andrea says the mint mojito sounds so good. It's fun. I love mint. Mint is something that has helped me help my food cravings, that specifically if I'm craving something I shouldn't be eating, hopefully I don't even have it around. Hopefully it's not an option. But I will say, if I can just find the strength to steep myself up some mint tea, once that mint hits my palate, I'm over it. I'm over whatever I thought I wanted. You know, if I needed it, I would eat something, but it's really just a stupid craving. So I love that mint has really helped me kind of jump over those hurdles. And I love this mint lime. The mojito is nice and smooth, and it's just so flavorful. It really does quench my thirst. Obviously it helps with my mood. Oh, that's right, I totally forgot to talk about the metabolism. I have to say, green tea and your metabolism, green tea specifically does something really funny. It specifically helps your fat cells to release the fat and use it as energy instead of your body storing fat as energy. It actually helps release the fat from your fat cells to use it as energy. So I love that it's good for your metabolism. The studies have shown when you drink 4 to 5 cups of green tea a day, that those people who work out a half an hour and drink 4 cups of tea a day have lost more weight than the people who have just exercised. And that is really incredible to me. It makes me so happy that a product that I love so much is helping so many people. And it's an easy little thing to do, isn't it? Steeping yourself up a cup of tea. It really is. It's something nice and easy. It's flavorful, and it's just so rewarding. So I really do appreciate that. Andrea said, "Oh, I need to drink more green tea." It is, yeah, it's easy, right? It's easy to do. Irene says the key lime herbal is my new summer favorite, and definitely going to order a larger bag. Recommendations for green tea with lemon or orange. Let's see. Ooh, I've got something blocking the rest of your comment. Something. I can't read all the words, and I don't know why I can't read all the words. That is just weird. Okay, but I'm going to answer your question to the best of my ability. So you had asked for, so yes, the green tea and herbal. Oh, that reminds me. We sell loose leaf tea, y'all. So Irene just said she likes our key lime herbal. It's an herbal. It's caffeine free. There's no green tea in it. But if I have inspired you to consume more green tea, you might want to buy our Sencha, which is unflavored green tea, and add it to your herbals. Add it to the key lime herbal. You can absolutely do that. It's so easy. Scoop, a scoop of each into your infuser basket and you're out the door. Perfect. Absolutely. But also I'm trying to think of something that you could blend with the key lime if you wanted to. Something like a sangria, right? Sangria is all the fruits. So what would taste good with key lime? I would have to say our blood orange mango would definitely be recommended. This one is nice and naturally sweet. So oranges, mangoes, yes, but it does also have pineapple. So very tropical, very spring, very summer, very iced tea. Absolutely. I have to say we do have a couple lemon teas in inventory right now, but I am going to talk about this one. The lemon meringue always sells really, really well. Lemon meringue specifically, of course it's a green tea, but specifically it does have lemon and vanilla. So the vanilla makes it nice and sweet. It kind of bumps it up. Lemon, I think people think can be a little tart, a little sour, but in this tea, the vanilla helps the lemon shine through and you get the sweet notes. So that would also be a perfect combination, maybe with your key lime. Of course, yes, and the coconut. I gotta say, the Caribbean coconut that I'm going to be drinking at the end of this video, definitely a good choice. The Caribbean coconut is a part of our Fountain of Youth collection. So the Fountain of Youth collection, full of fabulous health benefits, also inspired by pirates, because I couldn't help myself. So that one here, and the white tea that is part of our Summer Splash collection. The papaya fruit punch. This is new this year, so if you haven't had it yet, it could be why. We introduced it just a few weeks ago in the Summer Splash collection. Papaya fruit punch has been selling extremely well, and I think maybe we should make it permanent. So I can't wait to hear everyone's vote on that. It is sweet, but again, papaya is a very specific flavor note. It was really fun to work with. And this does have both green and white tea. So it is predominantly a white tea, which is very low in caffeine, high in antioxidants. Friends, it is about time for me to sign off. I can't wait to start sipping my Caribbean coconut tea. If you have any other questions, you can always email us at orders@subrosatea.com. And I hope to see you again next Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on your favorite channel. Thank you so much for watching. No matter what you do with the rest of your day, have yourself a sip of tea and take care of you. Bye-bye, friends.